So what do you do for a living?
I am a piano teacher and a part-time musician.
How long have you been a piano teacher?
I have been teaching piano here in Oneonta since 2000. So 20 years I've been teaching.
Where do you teach piano?
I teach piano at the Eighth Note Music Store. I'm the resident piano teacher there at the store.
When the quarantine first hit, how did that affect your job?
Well, that affected my job quite a bit because the Eighth Note was actually shut down. Nobody in and out for well over almost 2 months while Governor Cuomo had everything all shut down. So for the first 2 weeks I did absolutely nothing until by April I was able to get the Zoom app installed on my laptop, and then fortunately enough the Eighth Note allowed me to go down there and use my piano room. I set up a camera up above my piano down there so people could see my keyboard, and I used my laptop as another visual aid so we could see each other doing Zoom meetings. And that was okay, but it's not the actual best way to teach piano. I had some piano students that I teach that are physically challenged, and they couldn't do Zoom, so they could not do piano lessons. Some of the younger ones that I teach, the ones that are 5 and 6, they could not do Zoom lessons either. So there was quite a few people that some of the older generation didn't even know how to use a laptop, let alone try to do the Zoom lessons. So they were also stopped taking lessons. I averaged about 60 lessons a week before the COVID-19 restrictions. And then, so it basically, after I started Zoom lessons, I got back maybe 15 of them, 18 of them a week. Gradually, as people started to get more comfortable with electronic things, such as doing their schoolwork online and stuff, by the time June came around and July, things started to pick up a little bit more. People decided that they would try doing Zoom lessons because they were rather bored with doing the other things they were doing, I guess. So by July, I had probably had maybe about 20 of my 60 students back that were doing Zoom lessons. So it was quite hard throughout that time period.
Has COVID changed the way you teach at all?
Actually, yeah, to some degree it changed the way I teach. I still, today, still do Zoom lessons. It's also expanded some of the things that I could do that I didn't do before. I had one student that came to me over the summer that lives in Connecticut now. She could not take any piano lessons over the summer because she was out from school, so she wanted to continue. So we did Zoom lessons over the summer. I had a couple of my students that went down south for about a month and a half. She didn't want to quit. They were in Tennessee, so we did Zoom lessons. I did Zoom lessons with her while she was in Tennessee. So it's actually improved the number of lessons that I can do. Although it's not the best way to do it, it still allows us to get together each week and do our lessons.
When your life is back to normal, how do you see yourself doing it again?
Well, fortunately things are getting almost back to normal now. Now that some of the restrictions have changed and lessened. I do lessons now part-time at the store now and part-time here at home doing Zoom lessons. So one of the things that I do now, though, at the store, of course, is after every lesson I wipe down the piano keys with disinfectant wipes and spray the Lysol throughout the room, so that way everything stays nice and sanitized. So, and I think that's one of the things I will probably continue to do, even after all the restrictions are lifted and COVID is sort of gone away a little bit more. I think I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep doing Zoom lessons too, because there are people that just can't get out, live far away, that want piano lessons, so I'm going to continue that as well.